The last thing to do, if we want to do this well, is you want to make sure you assign some materials to your product here. Okay, so if you come up to this button here, we've got a button here called Appearance. The easiest way to do this is to, well, I'll show you two ways. First, you might just right click on an extrusion, go to Properties, and then you could change the properties by clicking, instead of body, you might click on something like you know, blocks or birch, natural polish. Okay, so we're going to use that one. Can you see how that's now changed that particular extrusion? I'm just going to go back, the back tool's here, and I'm going to show you the better way to do this. So if you hit this top appearance button, and I prefer not to change the appearance till the end, because it can be hard to see what you're doing if it's all changed. And in here, I am now going to search for pine, because you will probably be using pine. Can you see this button is now here? Alright, so now I can select the extrusion I want to change, so that one and that one, okay, and then I can come over and hit this button here, this little button here, and that's assigned it up to here and changed the color of it there. We're then going to come and select a dark wood. I know there's mahogany on here, so I'm just going to choose mahogany, and I may use this one stained dark, that one there. Okay, so now I'm going to select the extrusion that I want to use, and I'm going to add that one there. Okay, now you can see it's changed, but it hasn't changed the whole, because that was this last extrusion, and I can't do the whole extrusion because if you look, some of it is pine and some of it is mahogany. So I'm going to do it like this instead. I'm going to come over, rotate so I can, and right click out of that tool. I'm going to select the faces which are mahogany and then click it there. Okay, so rotate around, right click to come out of the tool, select the face and then select the material. You do exactly the same thing, come around, okay, select the face and then material. Okay, so that's done that like that. Now we still need to assign the pine. So I'm going to go back to here, I'm going to select pine. There it is. I'm going to select, so when I'm in my tools, I'm just going to escape out of it. So you can either right click out of your tools or you can escape. I'm going to select this face, I'm going to assign it to pine, and I'm going to select this face, assign it to pine. Okay, and then click out of here, hit my home button, and we're back to there. Now if you're really good at this and you want to not just take a screenshot, you can come up to Environments, Inventor Studio, okay, it's the kettle, and hit the kettle again, render image, and now you get this kind of shape here. Okay, and for the purpose of this, I'm just going to take it down to 800 by, actually we'll leave it maybe about here, 120, okay, and you can change, I'd say you could change current lighting to something else, like, current lighting is quite good, but let's just show you something like Photo Booth to give you a few more shadows, and then render. So that will now start the rendering process here, and it starts to render it with all the shadows in place. Now it can take a little while depending how big your picture is, and I made it quite small. Once it's done, you can click on here and save the rendered image, and that will give you a PNG. It's not a JPEG, it's a PNG, but you can then save that file. I'm not going to wait for this because you don't need to see me do that, but you need to wait until it's all the way up to here and then save it. Okay, I'm going to click out there, and you might decide that you want to do the aspect ratio to be bigger, or you may choose to change one of these parts here. Okay, the last thing that you might do, if you want it on a white background, go to File, Options, Colors, change it to Presentation, and then one color, and that will give you a white background. Okay.